15. Love 30. Love 40. Quiet, please. Thank you. Game, set, and match. Konikova. 1 set to 0.
To it.
Sunshine.
You're disappointed by that game.
Graphically, it is probably one of the worst games on the GameCube. It looks like an N64 game.
This goes out to my homies!
Changing topics a little bit from the cinema to the ring, and we're going to talk about the Legends of Wrestling from Acclaim for the GameCube. Now, what'd you think of this one?
Do we really have to talk about this game?
Yes, we do. We are paid to review video games. That is our job, and we're going to have to talk about it.
You're getting paid to do this. First of all, let me just say that this is easily, I would say, the worst-looking game I've seen on the GameCube. Is that fair to say?
Well, when you boot it up and you start playing the game and you look at it, you go, Is my GameCube on, or did I turn on my N64 again?
There is a couple good elements, and let's touch on those first before we really drive this one into the ground.
It'll be quick.
Okay. The good elements are that finally there's a wrestling game out there that takes a look back on all those great wrestling characters from like the 80s, like
Right.
Hulk Hogan,
Right.
Jimmy Superfly Snuka. The best part of this game was the actual character creation
Right.
that you do. You could make a male or a female wrestler, which I thought was neat.
Right.
You could choose all these different masks and arm things, and the tattoos were 3D, so you can have a tattoo, and then you can literally
Place it anywhere you want.
anywhere on the 3D person.
Right.
Again, there was small touches like this that I thought they did really well.
But you expect that in wrestling games because they've been doing that for a long time now. So I was expecting Acclaim to really, go the extra distance to create an amazing sort of homage to these great old wrestlers.
Whoops!
And what we get is a very mediocre game
Mediocre.
a bad game,
Okay.
that looks like an old generation Nintendo 64 cartridge.
What amazes me is you actually go into the credits section.
Yeah.
And you'll literally get, a 10-minute video of all the people who made the game. And there's
Right.
amazing amounts of people who worked on this game.
What were they doing?
I have no idea. Obviously making the credits screen because they weren't spending the time on the game. The crowds in this game are so horribly bad.
Right.
They're literally,
Well,
come
no,
on, guys.
if you like square-looking people with arms that do this, then it's okay. And the wrestlers, too. They don't look great either.
They kind of look like the wrestlers, but this is a GameCube.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
Right.
The wrestlers should look exactly or
Well-
pretty near close.
They've all got this sort of Stretch Armstrong look with, like, plastic skin, and they don't move properly. There's lots of sort of chunky animation. What I've never really appreciated about wrestling games or really enjoyed about wrestling games was the fact that obviously they want the animations to reflect what real wrestling is all about, which is, crazy moves, lots of grapples, lots of sort of pick up and throw type moves. You press a button and you get this sort of canned animation. It doesn't have that tactile sort of sense of immediacy that you get from Tekken or Virtua Fighter or UFC, I like fighting games like that.
Once again, another disappointment for GameCube owners.
This game bugged me. 4.5.
I give this pile a 4.
On the positive side, we like to create a player mode in the game. The concept is cool. It's great to see all these old wrestlers. And that's about it.
On the negative side, well, how much time do we have? All of the graphical representations in this game are absolutely beyond lame. The animations overall, including the crowd, is just plain choppy. And as far as a game goes, look guys, it's just not fun.
Dun, 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 dun,
This isn't an easy thing for me to say, so I'm just gonna say it. I've talked it over with Wood Elf and Tiger Woman, and we're going with another cleric. Sorry, Padre.
Good luck finding health potions.
SSX Tricky is the second in the snowboarding supercross series from EA Sports. Oh, right. Sorry. The original SSX was a favorite for early adopters of the PS2. In the sequel, the insane antics of Elise, Mac, and a cast of newcomers has been ported to all next-generation game systems. SSX Tricky is right at home with the new Extreme Sports button-mashing games. Players try to pull off tricks and combos in order to accumulate points and rankings. As you play through Tricky in World Circuit mode, more tracks and riders are opened up. Unlike the original, you not only have to race, but play through show-off mode to get the most from your rider. The biggest difference between the original and Tricky is in the title. Once you build up your rider's adrenaline meter, you can pull off uber tricks that break the law of gravity. Players who manage to pull off 6 uber tricks during a race are rewarded with unlimited adrenaline boost for the rest of the run. Now for the juvenile delinquents out there, you can shove your way to the top. Knocking down your opponents will instantly fill up your boost meter to let you try your hand at an uber trick or a big burst of speed. Hit the gas and let me pass. The downside on the slopes for getting physical is you will gain enemies as well as adrenaline.
Hey, what do you think you were pushing? Why so snarky, Sparky?
Players with something to prove will play through the game unlocking new riders, runs, and boards. Cheaters, however, can take a snow-covered shortcut. On the PS2 version, enter the master code at the start screen. X, triangle, right, circle, square, down, triangle, square, left, circle, X, up. This confirmation sound means you now have instant access to all riders, their boards, outfits, and courses. Cheaters can relish in the fact that they can now instantly take on the helicopter leap start from the untracked course and the off-the-hook trick part known as
Pipe dream.
Xbox gamers, don't panic. You can cheat at SSX2. Your master code is entered by holding the left and right trigger buttons down and entering A, Y, right, B, X, down, Y, X, left, B, A, up. Release the triggers and prepare to get tricky. Oops. Did you fall down, go boom? Well, that'll teach you to cheat. Riding the fastest boards with no experience points doesn't make the game any easier. You still need stat points to control those wicked sticks. And to do that, you need to play the game. Okay, yes, you can cheat at this too. On the PS2, go back to the start screen and hold L1 and R1. Enter triangle, triangle, right, triangle, triangle, down, XX left, XX up. On the Xbox, hold the trigger buttons at the start screen and enter YY right, YY down, AA left, AA up, Q, M, R. Just kidding about the last 3. Making sure I have your attention. You now have the unnatural ability to do logic-defying moves.
It's like that, John, but we don't win.
GameCube players, we weren't ignoring your cheat needs. We want to see if you can figure out the master cheat code for your platform. Now, if you have one that works, forget the carrier pigeon and beam it to us at g4tv.com/cheat. But there are even more secrets inside SSX Tricky.
Simon.
Simon is one of the new riders of SSX. This punked-out miscreant is so badass he even breaks the law of physics. Try riding his Uber board and pulling off a horrifying 1080 nothing to late guillotine, and you get the drift. There is an Easter egg of sorts for Simon hidden in the snowbanks of Tricky. GameCube players don't even need a cheat code for this one. Simon's Uber tricks are different on one of his boards. And no, it isn't his Uber board, smarty pants. Go to his earlier and easier board, the Evil Eye. Uber tricks pulled off with this board are different. Can. Cliffhanger.
Watch me now!
Superman. The Magician takes a bit longer to pull off. We do not recommend trying this move without a huge amount of air beneath you, or professional training from David Copperfield.
Who's the man?
This kid's incredible!
Ladies and gentlemen, he's not on the wheels of steel, they're on him and his board. Give it up for Mix Master Mike. The man behind the SSX-themed sleigh boarder gets his props as a secret character on the PS2 and Xbox versions of Tricky. To rock the mic with Mix Master Mike on your PS2, here's what you gotta do. Oh, you know, I think I just got jiggy. Go to the start screen and hold the L1 and R1 buttons. Enter XX right, XX down, XX left, XX up. You can now board with funky beats and wicked breaks. Xboxers can spin with Mixmaster Mike too. Go to the start screen, hold the triggers, and enter AA right, AA down, AA left, AA up. Are you sensing a pattern here? You can now crossfade some wicked air with Triple M.
When you're tricky, I said you're tricky. When you got a mouthful of snow, well, then you know right where to go. Hey, how you doing? Oh, sorry, I got carried away with my little bad self there. All right, when we return, gardening tips for the stranded alien in you, and we take a look at Pikmin. Next up on Cheat.
King Bowser. Well, sort of. You see, the Japanese know him as King Koopa, but Americans know him as Bowser. Dennis Hopper played him on the big screen. You played against him on the little one. This green gargoyle dragon hybrid made his debut in the arcade version of Super Mario Brothers. He kidnapped the beautiful Princess Toadstool in an effort to lure the little plumber hero that could back to his lair. He starred in nearly 20 games, most recently surfacing in Super Smash Bros. Melee. And here he surfaces at number 1. Sharp teeth, sharp spikes, and sharp ratings, Bowser.
Villain. All the characters in there kick ass. They're pretty villainous.
Hanging silently in space, the world in the shadow of the blue star was once a lonely, barren place, unfit for habitation. However, Althena took pity on that world and transformed it into a place of beauty and wonder. She called the new world Lunar. Time and circumstance conspired to force Althena to populate Lunar with people from the blue star, and, just as on the world from which they came, life was held in a delicate balance. Through times of peace, war, chaos, and battle, the blue star loomed as the only constant in the new world. Thousands of years passed, burying the origin and purpose of the blue star in the sands of time. Eventually, inhabitants of Lunar forgot why the blue star was there or how it came to be, until a girl awakened that could join the two worlds, or tear them apart forever.
This is not the time for my awakening. Something's gone terribly wrong.
Ruby, did you say something?
Oh, great. Don't tell me you're hearing voices now.
I'm sure I heard something. I should have brought Grandpa's chisel. This is way harder than I thought. Ugh.
Hurry up and get the dragon's eye. The timer's almost run out on the trap.
Trap? What trap?
Echo restored the Guardian. But he was too late, for the foe started their descent. Determined to conquer Earth. By creating a temporal vortex, they opened a portal through time. And to prevail in the present, the foe would alter Earth's past. But as the foe traveled through time, Echo was caught in the wake of the vortex as well. Since the dawn of memory, dolphin and human admired each other. But dolphins had long concealed the true extent of their sentience. Then 500 years ago, the moment arrived, and at last they revealed themselves. A new civilization was born, with dolphin and human united. It was this epic moment of union that the foe sought to prevent. By entrancing the dolphins with irresistible power, the foe began to drain them of their most noble traits. Just then, Echo arrived. He saw that the foe had almost completed its sinister task, stealing their intelligence, their ambition, their compassion, wisdom, and humility, robbing dolphins of their future. With only moments to act, Echo turned to the ancient power of metamorphosis. And by taking the form of the foe, he set out to defend his own kind.
Message from General Pepper. Priority 1.
We need your help, Star Fox. Andros has declared war. He's invaded the Lilat system and is trying to take over Corneria. Our army alone can't do the job. Hurry, Star Fox.
Open the wings. Check your G-diffuser system.
Falco here. I'm fine.
This is Peppy. All systems go.
Flippy here. I'm okay.
I see him up ahead. Let's rock and roll. Flippy, get back here. Flippy, watch out. Bogey on your tail.
Whoa! Help me! Thanks, Fox. I thought they had me.
Shoot, down, shoot. Right, left, down.
Check it out. There's something coming out of its mouth.
What are these yellow creatures?
Let's shoot. Left, shoot, right, shoot. Right, shoot, left, shoot. Left, shoot, right, shoot. Right, shoot, left, shoot.
Look, it's freaking out.
Almost there. Keep on it.
Up, shoot. Right, shoot. Left, shoot. Up, shoot.
Ooh la la, reporting from Spaceport 9. Over and out.
got the funky flow.
Got the funky flow.
All you ever need is to be nice and friendly.
All you ever need is to be nice and friendly.
All you ever need is to be nice and friendly.
All you ever need is to be nice and friendly.
Remember, strike it rich, the key is love. Save everybody from way up above. I can sell a bottle cap like this.
I will try to sell a cap like this.
I can sell a bottle cap like this.
I will try to sell a cap like this.
I never dream it would be like this. I am the #1 ruler of the 7 seas. The skunk over here will bring you luck.
The skunk over here will bring you luck.
The pump over here comes with the truck.
The pump over here comes with the truck.
Oh yes, I had a lot of fun. I made a lot of bucks and now I'm on the run. In the rain or in the snow.
In the rain or in the snow.
Got the funky flow.
Got the funky flow.
In the rain or in the snow.
In the rain or in the snow.
Got the funky flow.
Got the funky flow.
Let me tell you something that I never tell you before. Listen this. I have never sold everything.
I never sold everything.
You have never sold everything.
You have never sold everything.
Money is all you need.
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 Your father's gonna be very proud of you. Let me know if you have another flea market. I will help you. Or you...
He made it the hard way. Hey, the front line takes the hard. You have a shooter and a good one. Coming out for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah! He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. Yeah. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets. Who wants to come? 6 the point. Who wants to come? 6 the point. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. Who wants to come? Place 6. Coming out again for a new point. Bets down, ladies and gentlemen. Who wants the hard 4? 5 wants 4. Check me out, Tom. 4 wants 4.
Una.